I'm gonna make a Quizizz. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go to Quizizz, right? And I'm just doing this. Okay, I'm clicking this top link. Now, you can click sign up or log in, either one. But when you do that, you're gonna continue with Google and you're gonna choose your school account, okay? Now, once you're here, and it might ask you some questions, like it might say, are you doing this with just friends and family? You should click just friends and family, because otherwise it's going to ask you like, what school, all this. Just click you're doing it with friends and family. That's totally fine. It won't create a problem. When you get into Quizizz, you're going to go here. You're going to go to create, okay? And you're going to create a quiz. Okay, you're going to name the quiz. You'll name it with your name, okay? And then you can call it factoring. Okay, and then math. Okay, and you're going to create a checkbox question. All right, now your question. Let's talk about how you're going to create your questions. You're going to create a 5-question Quizizz. Okay, it could be 4 or 5 questions, either one. Okay, but at least 4. Okay, now what you're going to do is you want to create a question that looks like this, right? Like factor something. Now, what you do in order to create the question is you do the opposite. So let's say what I do is I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say, right, this is what my answer is going to look like. And I'm just going to choose 2 numbers. So in this case, I'm going to start my question 1. I'm going to choose 2 positive numbers. I'm going to choose the number 5 and the number 4, right? Now, you might feel comfortable doing this in a short way, right? But look, you just multiply. So x times x is x squared. This is plus 4x. This is plus 5x. And this is plus 20, and when I combine like terms, I get x squared plus 9x plus 20. And maybe you are comfortable skipping this this step here, right? And you knew that these 2 numbers were going to add to this number and multiply to this number. That's cool. If you were comfortable doing that, kind of skipping that step, that's okay. But the question that you're going to put into Quizizz right now is x squared plus 9x plus 20, right? And the answer is going to be that the 2 factors are x plus 5 and x plus 4. Okay, so now watch what I'm going to do. So you should write this on a piece of paper, right? Because it's going to be it's easier if you can see it. So it's x squared plus 9x plus 20. So watch what I do. Write your question here. I'm going to write factor. Now look, I go here, math, and I'm going to type x squared. Okay, now I'm using shift 6 here. That's what got me the exponent. You could also do this, okay, right here. That'll give you squared, either way, okay? And my equation was x squared plus 9x plus 20. And then I click insert, and it does this like weird thing where it puts it here. You can just like copy and paste this, or you can just retype factor like this, whatever, okay? Now, what you want is you want to put factors down here. And again, you're going to use math just because it looks better. I don't know. I mean, you could just do it like this, I suppose. I don't know. It just doesn't look as nice. It's up to you, though. Okay, so I'm going to I know that my correct answers are x plus 5 and x plus 4. I'm going to put them in these 2 positions. Okay, and you see what I'm doing, right? Now, I'm going to check these. These are the correct answers, right? X plus 5 times x plus 4 is x squared plus 9x plus 20. Now, I'm going to try to put 2 other answers that are going to trick people. And I'm thinking people are going to think, okay, 2 numbers that multiply to 20, and they're going to think of 10 and 2. So those are going to be my trick answers, right? Those are going to be the ones that I'm going to try to get people to click the wrong ones. Okay. Now I see this says 45 seconds. I think for factoring, it's a little bit nice to have, to have a little bit longer. So I would put 60 seconds or even 2 minutes, right? People will still have to compete for time, but if you put 45 seconds, that means if someone takes longer than 45 seconds, that like the question times out on them. So that's kind of not cool. Okay, now watch. Once I have this, you can choose to create a new question like this, a checkbox question, and you can just do exactly what I just did. Or what you can do is you can click duplicate. And that is just like a way that you can kind of set it up a little bit differently. So that was my first question. So let's go ahead and do another question. Okay, and this time, okay, again, I want my question to end up looking like this. So I'm going to choose 2 numbers, and this time I'm going to be tricky. I'm going to choose 1 negative and 1 positive number. Okay, so let me go ahead and multiply to figure out what this will be. This will be plus 7x minus 10x minus 70, right? I'm going to combine like terms. and I get probably what you expected for me to get, right? Which is that these two numbers are going to add to this number and multiply to this number. Okay, so now my question, this is my question, right? I'm going to factor this. So the question that I'm going to put in Quizizz is to factor x squared minus 3x minus 70, and my answer is going to be x minus 10 and x plus 7. Okay, so let's put it in. So I'm going to go here and watch what I do. I'm just clicking on this equation. It'll let me edit it. And this time my equation is x squared minus 3x minus 70. I'm going to click save. Okay, now I want to put in my correct answers. Now I don't want to put them in the same positions as last time, right? Because I want to be tricky. So I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to put my correct answers in these last two questions here. So I'm going to remember my correct answers were, and I'm just taking this right off my Jamboard, they were x minus 10 and x plus 7. Okay, so I'm editing. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really rude to people, right? These are my correct answers, x minus 10, x plus 7, and I think they're going to screw the signs up. So I'm going to put x plus 10 and x minus 7 as my trick answers. Okay, but the correct answer is that the factors of x squared minus 3x minus 70 is x minus 10 and x plus 7. Okay, and notice because I duplicated the other question, it's already at 2 minutes. Okay, so you can continue. You can continue by duplicating questions. I'm going to go ahead and just create one more question so you just have one more example. If you feel that that would be helpful to you, great. If not, you can go ahead. I'm not really going to show you anything new here. If you feel like you're kind of ready to try it out, you can. But I'm just going to show one more question. I'm going to build one more question into my thing here, and this time I'm going to make both numbers negative. So I'm just pulling numbers out of the air. So I'm just thinking of numbers. I'm going to think of x minus 3 and x minus 8, and I'm kind of wanting to be mean. It's kind of a tricky one because 3 times 8 is 24, and there's tons of factors of 24, and so it is a little bit of a tricky one. Okay, so this time I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be x squared minus 8x, this is minus 3x, and then negative times negative is positive 24. So this is going to become x squared minus 11x plus 24. Okay, so here's my problem, and here are my answers. Okay, so x squared minus 11x plus 24. So I'm going back here, and notice I'm going to just duplicate. I think it's easier. Okay, I'm going to come to my question, and I'm changing it to x squared minus 11x plus 24. Okay, now I'm changing the answer. So the correct answers, I'm going to put the correct answers here. This is x minus 3 is, oh, sorry, I keep scrolling, is one of the correct answers. And x minus 8 is the other correct answer. And this time, rather than messing with the signs to try to get people to get the wrong answer, I'm going to think, you know what? 24 is also 6 times 4, and I think they're going to mess up and think 6 and 4 add to 11. So I'm going to put x minus 6 and x minus 4, and that is going to be my sort of trick answers to try to get people right. But the correct answer, you can see it's checked, is x minus 3 and x minus 8. I'm going to click save. Okay, so now I'm going to call this done, right? I want you to have either 4 or 5 questions, okay? So once I'm done, I'm going to click over here. I'm going to click publish, okay? You don't need an image. You can put, I don't know, you can put like 9th to 12th grade is fine, or just 9th, whatever, doesn't matter, okay? Now I have this, okay? So you want to do a couple things. First, you're going to want to preview it, okay? Go ahead and it'll run a preview for you. You click start, and it'll run a preview, and you're going to try it, and you're going to make sure you didn't screw up, okay? That's super important. Okay, so that's for you to do. When you're ready to show someone else, to show a partner, right? What you can do is you can either share. Now this is the link that you're gonna share with me. Okay, you're gonna click copy link right here, and you're gonna share it with me. Okay, that's what you're gonna submit to Canvas. Okay, so you're gonna submit this link, share, copy link. You're gonna submit that link to Canvas. But when you're ready to try it out, you can click this. You can click continue. You just use classic. Now, someone else, a friend, can go to joinmyquiz.com and enter this code. You can also click right here for the link, and we can all play your game together. Okay, it's really important that you check it first, because as you know, when I screw up the quizzes, it's not fun. when you get the answer wrong and it's not actually wrong. Okay? And if you ever somehow like get lost and, oh my goodness, I closed the tab. Look, it's fine. Watch. I'm going to go back to Quizizz. You'll be still logged in, or maybe you'll have to log in, but look, I'll go to my library and here is my hard work. Okay? So you haven't lost it. All right? Ask questions if you have them.